Hello, this is Tika Lark for the Black and Tan Show for January 9th, 2014. Today we're going to talk about our means-based safety net in the U.S. The U.S. and its puritanical roots is the basis for many of its problems and racism. The idea that some people might get $1 more than they deserve according to Jesus Christ is enough to make some people cut off their noses to spite their face. I'm using that grotesque cliche because it so accurately explains the U.S. In countries where the population is more monolithic and less attached to the most heinous interpretation of the Bible in the developed world, their social services are universal. There's this idea that other people aren't evil leeches trying to squeeze an extra dollar out of their fellow humans for sheer entertainment value. There's belief that making sure we have a society where people aren't afraid all the time is a better society. A society where people aren't living on the street and unable to go to the dentist is a bare minimum that a civilized society can provide. The Affordable Health Care Act is great, but single payer would have been better. In the U.S., we have a means-based safety net. It's problematic for many reasons. I'll use a reason from the Beveridge Report. It was written by Sir William Beveridge in the 1940s, and its mantra was to abolish want. According to that report, a means-based safety net is problematic because, 1, it has a stigma. It's for poor people only, so everyone knows you're poor if you're using it, and in the U.S., that's a bad thing to be. 2, lacks broad political support. Since everyone isn't getting the same amount of help, it can be used as a political bargaining chip. And we've seen that. 3, access is amazingly hard to access. By the time you get it, you're very far down the economic rabbit hole. 4, high administrative costs. 5, poverty trap. It's so hard to get and to keep. Instead of encouraging those to look for work, it discourages it. Since the wages are so low in the U.S., the work would mean an even worse quality of life. You're essentially trapped owing to lack of choices. And now we have corporations involved in poverty means-based safety nets, i.e. building houses, underfunding, outsourcing formerly government services at nonprofits, and administering healthcare costs. They're jacking up rents, adding administrative costs, and keeping communities poor so they can make more money and take the money that's supposed to go to poor people and funnel it to themselves. Means-based has been a mess in the U.S., and it's really took off owing to the war on poverty. What we need is a universal support program, and that's what they have in Scandinavian countries. We need family leave and universal child care for all income levels, a single-payer national health care system for all income levels, a national housing service for all income levels, and free higher education for everyone. The market has shown itself to be a barbarian. The people must civilize our society against the beast of the market. And maybe that's not good enough. Maybe we should take the creativity we apply to technology and be creative with our economic policy. The means-based welfare state has failed for 50 years. We're going to need more than just universal programs. We're going to need pro-mobility programs. In the CBC article, 1970s Manitoba Poverty Experiment Called a Success, stated from 1974 to 1978, 30% of the people in Dauphin, Canada were provided a guaranteed income called a MINCOME. Able to forget, a health economist at the University of Manitoba's findings found that school completion rates went up. Hospitalizations for mental health issues went down significantly. And of course, there was no poverty. Imagine a society where we didn't have to worry about being homeless. That's how far we fall in the U.S. We're not wondering if we'll have enough money for vacation. We're wondering if we'll have enough money to not live on the streets. The pendulum has swung too far the other way. I'm waiting for the party of the people, the Democrats, to come up with some solutions to our economy beyond job training. We're all trained now and ready to work. Still no jobs and low pay for those of us who have jobs. This is Tika Lark with the Black and Tan Show for January 9th, 2014.